tell me what we're talking about today, Rachel.
Yeah. So today we're going to explore, play with, unpack, and really connect the dots on why the autonomic nervous system is so foundational to human health and well-being.
And so foundational in the STREAM program because it's
Mhm.
sort of our overarching organizing principle is the primacy of the ANS. What does that even mean, the primacy of the ANS? Well, we do work with this model called the four domains of health, where we talk about the influence of biochemistry, biomechanics, emotions, and scars on our well-being. But over that, the big umbrella over those four domains is the autonomic nervous system. In other words, every one of those subcategories, those subsystems, biochemistry, biomechanics, emotions, and scars, is governed by the autonomic nervous system, which causes downhill cascades that affect every one of those systems profoundly.
The emotional domain and the ANS perhaps almost synonymous with one another in a way, right? Because our
Very deeply and
emotion,
intricately and intrinsically connected. Where? In the brainstem.
the brainstem, and we're going to get into that, right? So just a quick nod to like the ANS surrounds the domains, and perhaps in a way, really that emotional domain, the emotions as sort of the canary in the coal mine,
Yeah,
alerting us to the fact that our ANS is trying to talk to us.
exactly. Exactly. The
Yeah.
origin. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all about origins because too often people are dealing with the effect and not the cause. So I like
Right.
to go back to the original origin, common word root, right? Yeah, I like to get back to the original cause, the original causality that is inevitable. Any being that's alive, even a plant, has a version of an autonomic nervous system with sleep wake cycles. Bacteria have an autonomic nervous system with periods of activity and periods of rest. So as we evolve or move through complexity in species, going from bacteria to multicellular organisms and multicellular organisms to then other categories of living beings up through the complexity of mammals. Mammals have an autonomic nervous system that is multifactorial, but we're still dealing with the same basic question: is there something here that's threatening my survival?
Right, right. And I love that you're giving some context here to what I, might use the language of neuroflexibility around,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
yeah,
Our
yeah,
ANS has
awesome.
a message to convey, but what we feel is all the effects of the message or the rumors. It's a game of telephone. Let's cut out the
Hmm.
middleman and be able to go inside and identify our story and our state and understand autonomically what's happening, so then we can have a direct relationship with it instead of putting band-aids on all the downstream effects of that autonomic dysregulation, which never gets to the primary, I wouldn't want to say it's a cause. I would just say the primary reality of the driver of the bus.
Yeah, like
Yes.
where it all starts.